What is something you need to always think about every time you see a beaver hunt? You know, I've had some battles with beaver here at the Eagle. But they're great places to fish as well. Whoa! That's a beauty. Good morning, guys and girls. July 22nd, Daniel 1:17. These are some of my favorite stories in the entire Bible, stories about Daniel and his buddies. Daniel 1:17 says, Daniel gave these four young men wisdom and the ability to learn many things that people had written and studied. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the Catch of the Day book, hit that subscribe button right now, the Catch of the Day channel. I am reading from a book that I wrote back in 2005. Subscribe to the Catch of the Day channel. On YouTube, we've got a little over 17,000 people on there. We have several thousand every day on Facebook. Also, that are there every morning. We post a video at 5 o'clock every morning Central Time. It's got a scripture, a fishing tip, and a great devotional for every single day. It will absolutely change your life. Guaranteed, absolutely change your life. Okay, on this scripture right here, when God talking about these four young men, that is Daniel. That's right. This is the book of Daniel, and that is Daniel and his three buddies. Now, they named Daniel Belshazzar. That's the Babylonian name that the king of Babylon gave Daniel. But it's amazing that in the Bible that Daniel keeps his Jewish name, Daniel. His three buddies, we remember them as, you know? Sure you do. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That's right. Now, that was their Babylonian names. It's kind of amazing to me in thinking about why we don't know or remember their names. Now, you could look them up in the Bible and see them right there. But I don't know if hardly anyone, I'm probably maybe one of the biggest Bible scholars out there, might not be able to do it. And I don't claim to be a Bible scholar by any stretch of the imagination. I read it a lot. I believe every word, but I don't claim to be a Bible scholar. But I doubt that very many Bible scholars could even name those three Jewish boys Jewish names. They remember them by Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. What God did is he gave these four young men wisdom and the ability to learn many things. Here's what I wrote about that. Some fishermen have extraordinary ability while others struggle to catch fish no matter how hard they work at it, no matter how well the fish are biting. Anyone can become better at anything if they work hard. And that is just what I take to the bank in everything I try to do, because there's a lot of things I can't do very well. But if I work hard at them, at least I can get by. Anyone can become better at anything if they work hard, but achieving the top level takes more effort. It takes more effort. It takes more than just working hard. Quite honestly, listen to this. Quite honestly, being a top fisherman is a gift from God. Now, I don't know if very many people have thought about that. I don't know if very many even of the professional fishermen have thought about that. But being one of the very best is a gift from God. I can't sing. I got a lousy voice. I can't dunk a basketball. Either I'm too short or the goal's too high. I'm not sure which. I can't do brain surgery. I'm not very smart in that area. I'm not a cardiologist like my son-in-law. But there are many, many things, yes, that I can do very well. Very well. Why? God's gift to me. God's gift to me. The things that I do well are a gift from God. And when you realize that, when you understand that, those gifts are going to be more valuable and more important to you, more valuable and more important to God than you can ever imagine. God has given each of us, you hear me? God has given each of us some very special talents and abilities. He's given you some very special talents and abilities. I believe he wants us to use these in the very best ways that we can. And he prefers that we use our gifts for him. God gave us these gifts, these amazing gifts, to glorify him, to help others to glorify him. He probably also wants us to be satisfied with what he's given us. He wants us to be satisfied with the gifts that we have. Not worry about Jerry's gift or Bill's gift or John's gift or Marcia's gifts or Rhonda's gifts or somebody else's gifts. To be satisfied with the gifts that he's given us. And honestly, most of us are not quite satisfied no matter how great those gifts are. I know some of the most talented entertainers in the world. I run around with them, fish with them. They've got voices that's like gold. They can play instruments unbelievable. They can sit down to a piano or pick up a guitar or something and just make it walk and talk. And even, a lot of them tell me, say, man, I wish I could catch fish like you do. And I go, hey, I'll swap singing, okay? Because I can't sing, but it's something I've always wanted to do because I love to sing. I love Christian music. I love to sing. I sing in church no matter what. A lot of people around me don't necessarily appreciate that, but it's okay. It's okay. God is hearing a beautiful voice come out of Jimmy when I sing. He sure is. He sure is. Nobody else is hearing that voice, but I believe that God is. I believe God's hearing that beautiful voice. He wants us to be satisfied with what he's given us. And I got to admit, I'd like to sing. But you know the one thing I really believe, when I get to heaven, I'll be able to sing like Elvis. I'll stand right beside Elvis, and sing something spiritual. I was thinking a couple of Elvis Presley songs. You know, Elvis was probably one of the greatest gospel singers of all time just because he had such a tremendous voice. Here's our tip for today. Beaver huts. Beaver huts extend several feet out underneath the water. So when you see a beaver hut and you throw around close to where that beaver hut is, and you'll probably catch a fish or two there, they come out several feet out under the water. The beaver usually go in there underwater and come up under the beaver huts, how they get in. They have an underwater entranceway usually to that beaver hut. And so they build those wood and structure out very far away. They use grass, they use wood, they'll use 2x4s if they can find them. They use any kind of wood they can find, any kind of grass they can find, leaves, anything, and they built those beaver huts. And they extends way out. So if that brush is going to come out 10, 15, 20 feet away from the beaver hut, obviously we need to be fishing way out away from that beaver hut also. By the way, just throw this in for extra, also works on riprap, the exact same thing. Riprap comes down, it enters the water. A lot of times the riprap goes several feet out, may come out almost to the boat. So we want to fish our bait out clear to the edge of the rocks, just like we want to fish beaver hut, clear out to the edge of that brush that's coming out several feet away from that beaver hut. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. It's going to be another great day in the Lord. Let's make this day joyful. Let's make it profitable. Let's make everyone that we come in contact with try to smile. Make them try to smile. Everyone we come in contact with. Have a great day out there today. And remember, I sure do love you.